It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And this one features the Ravens' superstar cornerback. He does more than cover and is now up to a 50-tackle season. It's the Ravens and the Steelers on EA
Welcome
Sports.
to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams that love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another. And I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other. They study each other. They work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Now they'll set up to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. Here's the replacement for Cameron Johnston. Corliss Waitman on to punt. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
He's coming off an incredibly productive game, Mike, where he was able to find the end zone 4 different times through the air and secure the win. But it wasn't perfect by any means. He played well enough to come away with the victory. But with that said, he has to clean up on the interceptions. He knows the 2 picks. A couple other close calls he got away with. Those fall into the wrong hands. That game could have went an entirely different way. Coming into here today, can he keep the production in the passing game and come away with a little bit of a cleaner stat sheet?
He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. He'll go again here with Henry. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down. Back to throw. This one complete to Bateman. On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Calvin Austin deep for the Steelers. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They run it over center with Harris. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a 1st down. They'll look to throw. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On the give, it's Harris. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. Quick throw out wide. It is complete. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. 3rd and 9. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's right side and brought in by Williams. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Catch made by Pickens. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Steelers. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
There he goes again. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Now it is 1st and goal. They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. That's Washington, the man in motion. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Washington. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing now from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will take a 3-0 lead. So 3-0 our score, and we are set for the dynamic kickoff. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Now he'll run. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 1st and 10. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Larry Ogunjobi with the tackle for the defense. Here's a 2nd and 9. At the 43-yard line. He'll tuck it and take off. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and that's time. The pressure too much. He'll go down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In motion comes Andrews. Got his man at the 6. And he'll take it on in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Steelers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And his numbers this season, eye-popping in a lot of categories. We'll just show you one. He is the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. He's got it! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A run with Harris. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield, even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have...
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are on top. It's now 10-7. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Hardy now with the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense headed back to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Here's 2nd and 6. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. He'll throw. Open man. That's Flowers. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Henry. Here's Jordan Stout now. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Here's Austin to return. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. On 1st down, it's Harris. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. They'll give it to Harris again. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
That's good for a Baltimore Ravens.
That's into the hands of Flowers. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
On the ground, this is Justice Hill. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle.
A gain of a yard.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens are on top. It's 14-10. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with first and 10. Williams in motion. The defense all over the little quick pass attempt, and they run him down for no gain on that one. They'll try again here, second and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. A pass taken in by Harris. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On third down, they'll throw from the gun. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
First and 10 now from the 36. They'll look to throw yet again. That is brought in at the 10. And he will score. George Pickens. Touchdown, Steelers.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Hardy now with the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Ravens offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. He'll get this out to the left flat. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Bateman. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. He's going to air this one out. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him in the game and 60 on the year. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
There is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Austin now to return this. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Back to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, Mike. These receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
The Ravens offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. In motion comes Andrews. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to the air one more time. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. Great games galore here in Week 16, with a couple happening on Saturday. The second of which, Steelers and Ravens, the great rivalry at 4:30 Eastern Time. Good stuff going on later in the afternoon as well, especially down in Miami, where it will be the Dolphins taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And lastly, in the national game on Sunday night, definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Hardy now with the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He finds Likely, his tight end. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's the give to Henry running right. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Cameron Hayward, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Third and long. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7.
At the 34-yard line.
Flowers with the catch. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good for another Baltimore Raven.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll bring up second down. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, third and 5. Taking off, he'll try to carry that ball loosely, and it is out. One of the Steelers has it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
The visitors' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's first and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And a good push defensively. They're going to get him down back at the 10.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Another run here with Harris. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. They need to get to the 22, but now face third down. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Steeler first down.
And the Steelers first down.
Look underneath here for Harris. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. This one complete to Washington. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, he'll throw, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Pittsburgh.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. That's made by Pickens. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. That's Washington, the man in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
That big boy was moving, Mike. That was impressive. I mean, it's not easy to bring down this quarterback in any situation, but to hawk him down from his interior defensive line spot nearly out by the sideline, that's beyond impressive.
All the way back at the 14 now. 2nd down and goal. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Taking off.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn into a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On the RPO, a throw to Flowers. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. He'll go right back to Flowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play there for Baltimore. And even 30 yards. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. In motion comes Andrews. They'll look to throw yet again.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Back to the air once more on second down. To the tight end, likely. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's good for another Baltimore Ravens.
Now a toss, running left, it's Henry. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take him down for a loss.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. In motion comes Andrews. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Back to throw. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Baltimore. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. A quick throw, going to be caught by Pickens. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Here's Harris. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. Williams, the tight end, is in motion. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. That's Washington, the man in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to clean things up.
This throw right is taken in by foul. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. The pressure too much, and he goes down.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game. But the defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
Ravens bring their punt team out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going up top. That is hot. And he's going to take this one all the way. 85 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Important one here now for the Steelers. They're going to try to go for the two-point conversion. They put Pickens in motion. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Hardy now with the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a first down. On the handoff, it's Henry. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Here's the toss, right side to Henry. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and 9. In motion comes Andrews. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. There's a short one caught by Andrews. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Not much there. Get this down inside the 40. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They're going to go right back to Henry. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. He's going to have enough for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5. This is Henry. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. He'll go again here with Henry. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. A big hole. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
It's a win here for the Ravens. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the second time this year. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.